One, two, one, two, one, two. Hello, 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 hello. We should be live. I think we are live. Hello, guys. How are you doing today? Well, I am doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Today, we're going to be taking a look, as you saw on the title, we're going to be looking at solidly. We're going to be looking at ZK rollup that has been popping up recently. I've been reading more and more about it. And you should too, because ZK rollups, as much as you don't like ETH and the whole ETH ecosystem, eventually ZK rollups and L2s are going to take over the ETH ecosystem. They're going to be the way for ETH to grow, to scale. So it's good for you to have that in mind and for you to learn about it. Because eventually, probably ZK rollups and L2s are going to be dominating in the market. Because right now we only have Arbitrum, Optimism, Boba, and a couple more that are not that good. But these are what we have so far. But I'm going to show you something also today. Then we're going to be looking at some stable farms and some other farms on Avalanche. Then next week we're going to be looking at Polygon and I meant to say Phantom, but I said Polygon. Phantom, so on and so forth. We're going to be talking about Gala music. The Gala nodes now have a Gala node for music and music NFTs, which have been around for some time now, but Gala is revamping the whole thing, which I think is very cool. Which is going to be another good thing to have and another hype, if you can call it like that, a hype for the NFT movement. So all these NFT guys, and I think I am gonna like this one better than the art NFTs. Even if I do enjoy art, I'm more of a musical guy myself. So I am gonna enjoy musical NFTs, like NFTs for you to listen or for you to trade music or support your artist throughout via these NFTs. Then I'm gonna show you some strategies on Avalanche, as I said, and I think this will be enough to keep us going for the hour. So let's take a look at Solidly. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So we can see right here that it was launched, I think, February the 10th. What day is it today? 14th, so 4 days ago. But it was launched in a version that didn't have anything. But you could, you can see yes, you can see. But you could only swap the tokens. So you swap your Phantom, for example, to Solid, which is going to be the token, which is the token for Solidly. But then you couldn't do anything else. But now if you go right here on vote, you can see that the bribes are already here. So you could, for example, choose where you would put your VE NFT. This is what you get once you lock up your Solid. And then this, just like Curve, you should know by now, just like Curve or with Convex, you get the token, the native token, the governance token, you stake it, and you get the VE token. You lock it and you get the VE token. And with the VE token, you can get bribes and you can get rewards for voting between certain pools. Like you can see right here, you can see all these pools right here, and you can get bribed. You can receive money because you give them pretty much their voting power. So you're voting for them to receive the rewards, for them to receive the the boosted rewards. So pretty good thing. We were waiting for it for quite some times, since now we can only do this on, or at least we could only do that on Avalanche, on ETH. So, you know, ETH, we have all these fees. So if you're starting with a low capital, the fees are going to eat your rewards pretty much. It wouldn't make sense for you to go in with $500, $600, $700 for you to get bribed, but then pay that all away in gas fees. So this is going to be great. Many platforms, I think top 27 or top 30 platforms in Phantom, on Phantom, have received Solid, and now it's up to them to bribe people, if they want to bribe people to invest, to deposit on their pool for them to receive the rewards. So we're going to be seeing more and more of Solidly throughout 2022. I think it's going to be an amazing platform for you to lock your tokens if you want to, but I think eventually something like Convex will pop up in the same way it popped up for Curve. For example, right here, what you would do, you would swap your Phantom for some Solid, then you come here into Vest, create lock, and you will lock it for a certain period of time. So you can see right here, one Solid lock for 4 years is one VE NFT. One Solid lock for 1 year is only 0.25 VE NFT, and so on and so forth. So 1 week, 1 month, it will reduce accordingly. February 13th, 2026. So it is up to you if you want to wait that long, if you believe them, if you believe the project will last that long, which a lot of people are doing in Curve. So a lot of people believe Curve will still be here providing deep liquidity for stables. So the same thing applies here. If you think so, you can just invest right here, lock your capital. Again, I'm not saying I will do it or I won't. I probably will do it, but not 4 years. Probably 2 years tops. Probably 2 years tops, especially in the beginning. Then, according to the plan, according to how things go, then I might change my mind. Oh, where did my camera go? Ha! Hold on 1 second. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, now it seems to be working here, but here I don't know why. It is studio. There we go. Okay, we're back. So, oh, I lost the train of thought. Anyways, I will be, yes, taking a look at it, especially because it was already created on something that already existed, which is this is just a modification of the bribe curve website that Andre Cronje made. So if you remember bribe.crv, I think it was, let me check, bribe.crv. Bribe. .crv .finance. I think it was this. Yes. So right here, you deposit your CRV, your curve tokens, and you receive according to what pool you deposit, what pool you choose on the gauge system. According to what pool you vote for, you receive the bribes. So the same guy who did that, if you don't know, this is the same guy who created Yearn Finance. He now made this, which will be for the Phantom ecosystem. So he's very, so in my opinion, it means he's very bullish about Phantom, because otherwise he wouldn't do that on Phantom. He would do that on, I don't know, AVAX, Polygon, whatever. So very bullish on it. Now, continuing talking about ETH and all ETH things related, Starknet is a ZK rollup for ETH. If you don't know, ETH has some limitations, and mainly speed-wise limitations and scalability, which means as many people start, as more people start investing, start getting into DeFi and into the crypto ecosystem, ETH will not be able to support everything. So that's where ZK rollups and L2s get in. This is where they start to utilize ETH as a base to create a scalability program. So, for example, AVAX is not an L2, but AVAX already has its subnets. So he was already, the people who created AVAX, they already created the Avalanche network with subnets prepared for it, for eventually for when it grew up. So right now we can see AVAX can keep up with ETH. So they're both at more than 1 million transactions daily, I think. Or is it? Yeah, I think daily. 1 million transactions daily. I think Phantom is getting up there right now. So this is basically what a ZK rollup is. It even says right here. Decentralized ZK rollup. It operates as an L2 network over ETH, enabling any dApp to achieve unlimited scale for its computation without compromising ETH's composability and security. So these guys have been popping up on my Twitter, on my radar for a couple of times now, and I'm pretty sure eventually they will launch their, I was gonna say subnet, but they're L2. So just like Optimism, Arbitrum, Boba, all these, I think Stark, I don't know, it's gonna probably is gonna be called Starknet. So Starknet will be launched. It's already in alpha, but alpha doesn't mean you can do anything. They're just testing, so it's just a test net for now. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about this, because eventually when it catches up, people are gonna be surprised. So keep an eye, probably just like Chronos. Eventually just Chronos, like in a couple of, I think, months, was super fast, just deployed. And then a bunch of, I think now Chronos has what, 30 platform, 30 dApps already, protocols already in it. Let's see, DeFi Llama chains, 41 protocols, and this has been in like the shortest amount of time. Look, this is only growth. It has been growing non-stop. November 11th. So I think this will happen to Starknet, probably, most likely, if it is as good as they are trying to make it sound on their docs and on their white papers. They have a bunch of stuff. I need to take a look. I need to make a video about this because they have a bunch of stuff going on. Because I remember when I checked it, when it only had VVS. It was the first and only one they had. So very bullish on these, on Starknet, in my opinion. I might be wrong, and it might be flop, total flop, but this is what I think. So now let's go with this this post I found, which is an update of upcoming events, which is always something good that you should download this or pin it. I don't know what you can do here on Twitter. I usually just save it and put it on my computer for me to take a look at it. Of course, these are events that might not interest you, but if you find some updates that might interest you, you can just put it on a calendar or something on Google Calendars or Google Docs, whatever, or even on your phone. But I don't use much my phone when I'm doing crypto related stuff. So for example, for me it glitched on my screen, but you guys can see it fine. Let me look at it from there. So we have Iron, which will incentivize, the event will be an incentivized test net, ongoing, which is probably mean today. Yeah, I guess. Then we have first token unlock for UMEE. I don't know any of it. Then we have a bunch of launches, airdrops, game release, coin list sale. This is usually good when they release it on a centralized exchange. The price usually tends to either go up a bunch or go down a bunch. What I was interested when I saw this was the Mars, which Dankuar made a video about it, very well explained. I love that guy so much. The visuals, I even got inspired a little bit in my new visuals here on YouTube by him, just because such an amazing job he does. And Illuvium, I've been farming Illuvium since August. Was it? When did I launch the video? I think it was August. No, it was in beginning of this. Yeah, beginning the first weeks of September, I launched the Illuvium video on my channel, and since then I've been just farming Illuvium. Price went up and down, but it's good. It's good. Whenever the game comes out, it will be a good game. So now I found this this Google document with. Let me move the camera. I think this one will be better for you guys. Yeah, and it's called I'm farming, which is funny, first of all, and then is a list of stable farms that this guy has. His Twitter is at Snipster33. So thank you, Snipster, for sharing that on Twitter. But anyways, let me zoom in a little bit more. I think it will be better for you guys to see. Yeah, he updated it today. So yield farms include single staking, LPs, option vaults, etc. I try to avoid any farms on the ETH network to avoid their insanely high gas fees. I haven't got time to explore other types of stable coins like Melt or Mai. Also, I'm going to avoid MIM because I have trust issues with Dani, which is sad, but I also have some trust issues now. When swapping stablecoin to another stablecoin, remember to use stable swaps like Curve to reduce slippage. So for you to avoid losing money due to slippage. So if you have any suggestions on other farms that I could add up here, feel free to hit me up via my Twitter. And again, APR, annual percentage returns, APY, annual percentage yields. So now that we have that out of the way, we have right here that he has a ton of protocols. He has even more than I do. So on Pangolin, he has UST and USDC for 18% APR. And he leaves some details in a couple of farms for you to read. And then, for example, this says right here, farm the LP on Beefy to let it auto compound for you and get around 26% APY. So 26% APY for stable pair is good, because of course then we look right here on Terra, there's that 19.5, that 20% stable yield that we always get. That if you saw my video, I told you that we were going to get replenished, and we actually did 450 million. They're going to do it increasing. They're not going to do $450 million in yield reserve at once, but they already started depositing. Let's take a look actually. So Terra, also Anchor. Let's see. Dashboard. Yield reserve, let's see. 28 million USD. So they don't have the chart here for the yield reserve, but I don't remember what it was when I did the video on Anchor. It was very low. I think it was like 10 or like 9 million USD. Anyways, let's go back right here. And again, if you guys want, let me drop this link right here on the live stream so you guys can check it out. There we go. Yes. So then we have, he also has, so on AVAX, he has USDT and USDC for 18%. Then he has a MIM USDC USDT for 12% and a single USDC USDCE for 5%. And he even says that the rates are getting low. The APY are getting painfully low. So I don't really go for farms that are under a certain price. Like if a USDC farm is paying me like 5%, 8%, I'm not gonna stake it. I'm gonna find it. So I'm gonna find somewhere else for it to stake. I'd rather just put it on Terra for that 20%. Then on Solana, he has that USDC ET USDC for 15% APY. Then he has a bunch of on Solana. He has some on Phantom. On Chronos, he has a 17% APR USDC USDT and a 16% DAI USDC. And this is APR, so if you compound, it will be a much higher, which is really good in my opinion. Then on Aurora, on Rose, he has 21% APR. He says he's a little concerned that it only has 2.4 million TVL, but is on Aurora chain, so very, very new. I think this is his biggest farm. Yeah. And then he has a couple of other things right here. ProtoFi, he has my USDT for 44%, MIM USDT for 35%, my and I for 41%, and my USDC 40%. Can we actually check this out? Let me take a look. Can I connect? Let me see. Connect. Sign. All right. So let's check these farms right here, APR. Sort by APR. A DAI Proto, 451%. Let's see. Liquid Driver and Phantom. This is also good. There you go. A MIM Phantom, 94%. I do enjoy farming stables with natives, so Mim and Phantom. Of course, you can choose other instead of Mim, just because we are a little bit scared with Mim now. As the guy said, how did he say it? I avoid Mim. I'm going to avoid Mim because I have trust issues with Danny. So if you want to avoid Mim as well, you can do that. Oh, Boo Phantom. It's not bad. Do you guys remember when I got into Boo and it was paying 120%? Boo Phantom was paying 120% APR. I made a good amount of money with that. It was, yeah, end of August, beginning of September. We have MIM USDC. This is the first stable pair for 37%. MIM DAI, 29%. And I think these are all APRs. Yes, these are all APRs. Did I miss any other? Now these are all stable coins. So it is in between that 25 to 35% APR, which compounded will be 34%. Let's see that other one. This will be 45% APY. So pretty good. Pretty good. So now a bunch of people, even Patrick was, he just posted a video about it, I think, about hacks and scams going on. What he posted was about the pancake swap. I think we'll take a look at it in a little bit. Let me check for that tweet, for his tweet. But this one that I'm gonna talk about right now is for NFTs. So let me just check real quick if I'm saying some stupid stuff. Yeah, this is the Patrick's tweet. Quick PSA about a scam I've seen on YouTube recently. Videos promise to help you deploy a PancakeSwap sniper bot. A sniper bot is a trading bot for someone who wants to do quick scalping and day trading, and then steal your funds. These channels even buy fake subscribers and hire voice actors to look legit. And then there's the link for his videos, so you guys should check it out. But then this right here is another one that, again, Patrick was the one who where I saw this from. So thanks again, Patrick. For the past 2 weeks, I've been targeted in an extremely thorough social engineer scam that nearly cost me all of my ETH. I'm super lucky to have made it through unscattered. Here's my story. So he goes through his background. So weeks ago, this user, Hackshine, joins the Discord and introduces himself. He's currently working at Ubisoft and offers to help with 3D design and animation. This message seems a little strange, but I just attributed that to a language barrier. So here's the screenshot on the Discord. So he's willing to help. He's a CEO of a metaverse project, blah, 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 blah. He's a big guy. Oh, he's like a big fish, like someone very important. So he has a lot of connections. Over the next few days, he starts working on various animation projects for Arrow. He designs a really neat animated version of the hero, blah, 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 blah. He has a connection with this Lynn girl. Let Let me go through the juicy stuff. So this Lin girl actually is working on a project called Space Falcon, and they use a different token instead of Ether. Is Armstrong wrapped Ether, which makes no sense. And then the first guy is very active on Twitter, on Discord, and he works. He does really good job. So he works. His quality of work is really high. He's helping a lot. He's super excited. Blah blah. And the guy says he cannot overstate how committed and authentic Hackshire has seemed through this entire process. So yesterday is when things started to get really crazy. Hackshire and I had been DMing back and forth a while about the design for our V1 aircraft. So he gets an invitation from that girl who created the Space Falcon thing to go on a tour. So they set a date. The guy, I don't know why he agreed to go on a journey, on a tour with some stranger. But he says, I had no reason to think that any of this wouldn't be real. They set a date for the trip, and Sebastian, which is one of the other guys, is going to get back to me with a formal invite over email. This is when Lynn mentioned that their staking app has launched. She offers to send me the NFT. At this point, testing out the app is the least I can do, because of course he's already going to a trip with this guy. So he's like, okay, let me try whatever you made. I ask to send it to my hot wallet, but she sends it to my primary because it's so valuable. No big deal, right? She sends me some instructions on the staking app. This site seems fine, and it has prompts for 3 transactions: the NFT approval, a token approval for that Armstrong wrapped ETH, and a stake function. The token approval seems a little strange, but I don't hold it, so don't worry. This is where I get incredibly lucky. Since it's a new project, I decided to move the NFT to a fresh ETH address before going through the staking process, just in case if they get exploited down the road or something. The stake goes through and I'm earning yield on it. So it seems like everything is fine, but he moved it from his main wallet to a secondary wallet. So a smart guy. I let her know that I'm staked and it was easy. She offers me to send one other NFT, but she wants me to stake it on my main account to help them with their growth. A little annoying, but I'm fine with it. So he tells her that he's gonna go through the contracts to see if everything is good, and she starts getting pushy. He says, this is when I finally realized that something sketchy is going on. So this kind of looks like a creepypasta. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember creepypastas. And this looks like it. So he pulls the Etherscan for the new address where I staked the first NFT, and my blood goes ice fucking cold. He says, the AW ETH that I approved was not Armstrong ETH, but rather Aves ETH on my main address. Almost all of my ETH is sitting in Aave. At this point, I ghost the scammers and then eventually start deleting all their Discord messages. At some sort of final attempt, she sends me 0.2 ETH to cover for gas fees and asks for the NFTs back. Not sure what the logic is with that. So, but basically, I'm not going to read through any more of it. I know it's kind of boring, but They created a whole platform and a whole website to make the guy think that he was gonna the NFTs were legit, the thing was legit, but the ETH that he was using was Aves ETH. And so these people could actually take his money away from the main wallet, which he didn't put in the main wallet. So these guys are getting crazy. Like, they're doing somehow legit projects for people to kind of think this is legit, because somehow it is legit in some forms, but then they exploit some loopholes. I don't know if this could be called a loophole, but they exploit a method for them to take your money away. So be very careful, especially with these NFT stuffs, which I have no idea how the contract works. I'm still learning, by the way. Eventually, I'll be able to just read every contract that they throw at me. I'm not saying that I'll be unruggable, but I'll be close to. So, Gala nodes. Gala nodes, super expensive. That's why probably no one has one. What is it? Today, Gala nodes for like, not the music one, but a normal Gala node is like 80 grand, something like that. So whoever just bought it in the beginning now is making a ton of money. But now they have this nodes power Gala music. The decentralized Gala music network is supported by music fans like you who operate single simple node software license from their home computers. So we actually have to deploy this on our computers, and what we can do to generate income is we need to have NFT music. For example, they have here who was it? Snoop Dogg. So you have this NFT music file, and if you play it on your node, now whoever plays it, so if you own song X and other people also own song X, then all these song X owners, for example, let's say all these Snoop Dogg owners right here, will get 35% of the revenue. And if you own the node, like if you're actually the owner of the node that played the song X and streamed it, you will get 5% of these rewards as well. So we were looking at a 5% on your end and a 35% split across all the owners of these NFTs. And then all the music nodes that were online while song X was being played, they would get 10% of their reward. So let's say I play and I broadcast this music, this NFT music on my node, I'll get 5%. But then everyone who has the music, who has it and is online and also has the music, they will get 10% spread. So five mine, and then across for all of us, 10 split. But then everyone else, so me included, that have the song, even if they don't wear, if they are not online, they will get 35% split. So this is, they're kind of trying to do something like a Spotify, but decentralized, in my opinion, if I'm reading that right. So you as a music producer would create this NFT of your album, of your EP, and just put it there as an NFT. And then I can support you by buying this NFT and broadcasting it so people can listen to it. This is the part that it gets a little confusing to me, because it still hasn't deployed. You can just buy the nodes, but still the NFTs are not deployed yet. They haven't been deployed yet. So this is where it's kind of like, well, what about this? What about that? No one can answer because people don't know yet. I don't know how are they going to do a a mobile phone app for you to listen to music. I don't know. And then it says, in the future, you will be able to use Gala Music Token to purchase music-related NFTs that will have future utility or buffs or perks in the games. So all these games into the Gala ecosystem. Then, continuing, you will have the opportunities to purchase license to operate multiple kinds of nodes in the Gala Music ecosystem with different types of rewards and levels of support. So yeah, as I was saying, they will kind of be like a jukebox that plays songs. The price right now will be is $1,200. This is counting the token, Gala, and the ETH for gas. So right now you can buy that, but still you cannot do anything with it because they still haven't deployed the NFT side of it, just the nodes. In the future, okay, to start, music NFTs holder will need to host tracks on their own node. In the future, holders can add their tracks to other people's nodes for a 50-50 reward split. But to start, you will need to own a node for your music token for your music tracks to earn. Node network will find a track on the node closest to requesting client from with the lowest latency. So the node network will look for the lowest ping. If you are a gamer, you know the ping, the smaller it is, the faster the connection is. So they will look for the lowest ping and track the music from there. That node will serve the track and earn from it. If you host a multiple node license, spread them out geographically for best results. This is kind of stupid because what would you do? Put a notebook, put a laptop, I don't know, in Ireland, and then put a laptop in Japan and just leave them running? I don't get it. Maybe VPNs, but I don't think VPNs will work either because the ping will still be very high. So 35% distributed evenly to all owners of the track being played. We already said that. 10% distributed across the music node network, so the active nodes at the time. 5% to specific node playing the track. And then the rest of it, which is 50%, I think. No, which is 45%, is to be decided. So probably the artist and Gala itself. So, what do I think? In my opinion, I say right now is, what is it? $1,200 to get in. This will be just like the Gala nodes, the normal Gala nodes. We will be talking about this in 3-4 months, and it will be 30 grand. So this might be a good entry point, especially because NFTs still haven't been deployed. Everyone's still thinking, how would that work? Everyone is a little bit confused. So Gala has been proved itself to be a good passive income. An expensive passive income, but a good one. So right now, if you have, and if you are one of the node guys and you have that money, I'd say go for it because it might be a good investment down the line. I don't have that much money to put it here, so I'm not going to do it. Otherwise, I would because I think it is very, very good. Now, let's look at some farms on Trader Joe's. You know, Trader Joe's is going through some changes because the ex Joe is gonna die eventually. Poor guy. X Joe will become R Joe, S Joe, and VE Joe. I don't think it will die. I don't think X Joe will die. I might be mistaken. But here, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't say anything about X Joe. So I think X Joe's just gonna, I don't know, you're gonna get your Joe back. I think this is it. For now, you still can stake your X Joe and get that nice money. Like right here, if you stake your Joe, you get X Joe and you get a 42% APR. But then on top of that, you can just stake the extra X Joe and you get Joe on it. So you stake your Joe, you get X Joe. And that X Joe, you can stake it on a vault and get, what was it, 15%? So you're getting 15% in Joe, and then you compound it back to X Joe. So you're looping it, which is a great strategy. But on farms, before we go all crazy on that XSR Joe, right here we have these farms, which is the new farms like farmers market, which is the double rewards. And I found this very interesting. The AVAX UST, you get paid in the pool. So you grow your pool size by 13% APR. You get 23% APR in Joe, which then you can stake an X Joe, whatever you want to do with it. And then the bonus APR, which is in Luna. So you get Luna with it. And I am very bullish on Luna. So this is a very good farm, in my opinion. Very good farm. Here we have the Platypus AVAX. If you still believe in Platypus, I've made a video about Platypus if you haven't watched it. Then we have these other ones right here, but I can't say much about them because I don't know. And you can see the liquidity on both of these are huge. So we have 12 million here and we have 7.5 million right here. There you go. The X Joe, you can stake it right here for an extra 16% APR. I don't know what will happen to it once X Joe goes away, or if it will go away, but it is a good way for you to make passive income, especially because Trader Joe's the biggest platform, the biggest DEX on Avalanche. So you will be getting that sweet fee for like the platform fee. But it's really good. So, yo, what's up, Joshua? How you doing? So, stake Joe for R Joe, and this will go to the Rocket Joe launches, which is going to be a launching platform. I'm not very interested in this one. But then the S Joe, you will get the is going to be like X Joe, but in stable coins. So you will get stable coins paid instead of getting paid in Joe, which is amazing. And then VE Joe is going to be just like Solidly, which we see is a governance token that you can boost yield in selected farms, and in the future will be governance voting power. So very nice. Joe has been doing a lot of stuff recently. They have Bankers Joe, and then now they're doing this. Now they have sometimes these double farms right here. As I was saying, these double farms with double rewards. So Joe is trying to maintain their leading, like they're trying to lead right here and not letting anyone take their place. So good on them. The modular staking, we introduce new options and utility for Joe stakers. 3 staking pools available. So right here where we only see one, you will have the staking for S Joe, R Joe, and what was the other one? VE Joe. So Joe stakers earn R Joe over time. This is for the R Joe. R Joe is used as a credit to enter Rocket Joe launches. You can harvest rewards at any time, similar to a yield farm. R Joe is non-transferable and is burned when used to enter Rocket Joe launches. There are no fees to deposit or unstake. The S Joe. User can stake Joe into Ask Joe and the share the revenue generated by the platform. The rewards will be paid out in stable coins. Oh, I'm not logged in. Stable coins. There's a deposit fee that scales up to a maximum of 3%. This is based on the demand at the current period of Ask Joe staking. So they know this will be the big boy. That's why this is going to be taxed 3%, maximum of 3%. The deposit fee is paid on entry in Joe tokens and distributed to the existing Ask Joe stakers. It is designed to prevent oversaturation. So for the VE, users can stake Joe into VE Joe and earn boosted Joe yields for selected farms on the platform. So they're probably going to have some farms that will have some VE next to it, where if you have the VE token, you can boost it to certain APY. So VE Joe's applies farms boost to selected farms up to 150% plus. I don't know if this will work with stable coins, but can you imagine just like staking your VE into one of these farms, like staking your Joe into VE Joe and using it to boost like a stablecoin farm, and then getting that stablecoin farm and depositing more and transferring into Joe and staking Joe into Ask Joe to get more stables? It would be ridiculous, in my opinion. You can boost your VE Joe accuracy, accrual speed by topping up your stake Joe every 15 days. VE Joe will receive voting power in future governance. VE Joe, like our Joe, is non-transferable. So really, really excited about this. Really excited. Good job to Trader Joe's. So I think we can call it a day. We've seen a bunch of stuff today. Today was the day that we've seen more stuff than any other day, in my opinion. So, oh yeah, before we close, I was kind of looking into changing a little bit the dynamic of the channel, because right now my channels are usually me sitting, talking to you, looking at a computer and going through some data, blah, 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 blah. I think it can be boring sometimes. Even if it is well edited, there are some things that could be better, that I could do better for sure. But the thing is, I kind of want to start leaning towards, for example, let me see if I can find here, towards more different kind of channel. For example, everyone should know Jesse right now. This guy right here. He moved the camera. So I love Jesse. I'm not even subscribed with this account. Let's subscribe. I enjoy how he does his videos. I enjoy it. The thing is, for him, I think the bad part for him is that he leaves all the tutorials for the end. So for example, I watch the video, I get to the tutorial part, and I just leave because I'm not interested in watching the tutorial, and the majority of time. And then another guy, so I'm leaning more towards this kind of video, where it's me talking to the camera with animations and stuff like that, instead of just me and the computer talking, like me and you talking, and I'm showing you the computer like I'm doing right now on the live stream. And then there's Steve Antonioni. I love this guy. I love the way he, like the vibes that his channel gives. He is less into crypto, he's more into stocks. But the way that he records everything, I'm just waiting on my new camera, by the way, so I can have that nice blurred background that I love so much, because my camera broke. But then it will be kind of, sorry, it hit my knee right here, made it spiked all the way up. Anyways, is more like a personal thing, instead of just me showing you the best farms, me showing you this, me showing you that. It will be more like how to retire. Instead of doing this, I'll do it with crypto. You see, he has some crypto content, but is not as DeFi as the other, like my channel, for example. Do you know about the calculator guy? Of course, I love the calculator guy. I love him. He is a genius. He's a genius. But as I said, I wanna steer a little bit away from that kind of content creation, just because I don't have the, let's say, the guy is a big brain, so he can explain you with numbers, with math, blah 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 blah. I don't have that kind of. I don't want it to be such of a channel such of that kind, just math, me explaining, me talking, blah 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 blah. I want it to be more personal. I want it to be more me talking about my journey, my experiences, things that I like, things that I don't like, which I am already doing it. This is why I'm just showing, I only show you the DeFi projects that I enjoy, instead of just showing everything like a bunch of people do. They just show everything in the market, and then people get screwed over, and then they come back and then go into the comments, hey, you showed this, then people, you have to assume people will invest into this. This is what I want to avoid. So that's why I don't talk about everything in the market. I just talk about DeFi projects that, okay, they are risky, but I'm also into it. So if we go down, we go down together. Which is what Steve Antonioni does. So he just, hey, this is how my wallet looks. It went down this much, it went up that much, and I like this kind of videos. So, and they're very, very well made. So they're very well edited and made. You can see right here, there's just screen, there's just camera recording, and a little bit of screen sharing here and there, which I think will be good for the channel. And also, your friend Andy, this guy, you probably know about your friend Andy. This guy has such good thumbnails, in my opinion, and the videos are good. I don't know if he edits his own videos, but he has a lot of animations, things like that. And this is more something that I would lean towards in the crypto world, because Jesse is a crypto YouTuber, I'd say, but he's more on, look at what I'm doing, look at what I did, or I spent 1 month here, I spent 1 month there, and then he draws the conclusions. But your friend Andy, he's actually like, hey, this is big, I'm investing here, I'm investing there. And so I'm gonna get these 3 guys right here. I also have more references, and I'll try to draw my own road looking at these guys, because these guys are the YouTubers that I look for. Like, I want to be these guys eventually on YouTube. So yeah, eventually the channel will start to lean towards these things more. This was everything I had to say. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Good Investor, my fellow Brazilian friend. Thank you so much. 1 hour live stream. Hey, right at the spot. I'll catch you guys in the next stream, which is going to be next Monday. Same time, same place. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Peace.